if the crowd are reacting in a certain way, then you perform in a certain way, and you can definitely make more contact with the people, you know.
Do you like it more?
I do. I love it. We've had a great few weeks in Germany now. We've had, you know, it's been a lot of work and a lot of travelling, and I've seen a lot of Germany.
How do you like it?
I love the fact that every city has a different kind of atmosphere. You know, we've been to some beautiful towns that, you know, I'm not talking about your Munichs or your Colognes or your Hamburgs, or, you know, some places a bit further afield where they're like the classic, you know, German town that you would imagine when you were learning German in school. And there was always a picture of somewhere in Germany, like the town where the family lived, you know, as you were learning about, you know, the family as you do in school. There were always pictures of some of these towns. We've seen things like that, you know. I think it's a beautiful place. I think, you know, I'm grateful to have seen a bit more of it, to be honest with you.
Can you say something in German?
Just simple things like, you know, Guten Morgen, ich bin Marco, wie geht's? Really basic. I was quite good at German at school, though, so it's a shame that I've forgotten so much of it, I guess.
Okay. How the Mighty Four tells a story. Is it your story?
Yeah, it is. Everything I write is personal, in a sense, you know, to a degree. It starts with a song called "They Do," which you know, starts with a little bit of piano and just a voice, and it's the first song I wrote after I came to the end of my second deal, and it was at that time when I was thinking maybe I should look at doing something else in life. Maybe I should, you know, become a painter, a decorator, or something. And I think I lived this album as I was writing it. I was really living it, and I feel like I still am. You know, I feel like I'm slap bang right in the middle of How the Mighty Fall, the record. And every day, you get up on stage and perform. You know, the songs have not got tired, even though I finished writing them. You know, now nearly a year and nearly a year and a half ago. I finished writing the record, but they still feel very fresh, and you know, there's still a great energy about them.
Okay. Oh, Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
Why did you do it?
Because everybody said I should, to be honest with you.
When out of the window, please.
Yeah, okay. No, well, you know, it was one of those things when it's not the type of thing that I normally do at all. But when they asked me to do it, my first reaction was no. And then they said, well, just take a few days to think about it and make sure that that's what you want to do. So then I phoned up a few of my mates, you know, my close friends and my family, and everybody said, oh, you should do it. Go and do something different, you know, with your for a while. It's only 12 days. And when I looked into it, you know, it was all for charity. We made no money, you know. We made for charity maybe nearly €1.5 million. So, you know, we made a lot of money for charity, and it was 12 days of my life, you know, and I don't mind it. Do I regret doing it? Not really, you know. I don't even think about it. I forget I've done it, you know. I've been in music for 13 years, and I've been on Big Brother for 12 days, so that's kind of how it is in my head, you know.
And how does it feel to be locked up for 12 days?
I was bored. It's very boring. You know, I slept a lot, which was good, a good thing. I drank a lot of tea, and when you first walk in there, you realise the cameras are kind of there, but after a while, it kind of wears off a little bit. You kind of relax a little bit into it, and I was in there with some nice people, some good people, and so it wasn't that bad an atmosphere, you know. If you wanted to look at it in that way, in a sense, you know, I was in Take That for 6 years. You know, that was very much like being in a bubble, you know, and being a part of a unit. So, you know, in a sense, that was a similar kind of feeling. I think I had an unfair advantage because I had done that, and I got used to spending a lot of time in small spaces with people. So for me, it was like, oh, it's just like being on tour, really, and I was quite relaxed. But I think other people, maybe because they have family and I don't know. Some of them found it a little bit more hard going than me, but I told them to just sleep, but they never listened. I said, just sleep. It goes by. Sleep for 12 days. Perfect.
How is your relationship to the other Take That members?
It's okay, yeah. I see Rob now and again. When I was making the record, I saw him a bit in LA, which was nice. I've probably seen Rob the most in the last, if you look at the last 3 or 4 years, I've seen him more than any of the others, but in this last year I've seen everybody. I've seen Howard, I've seen Jason, I've seen Gary, and it's cool.
Okay. What do you want to achieve? The same publicity like in Take That times, or make your music and be happy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have any expectations, and I take every day as it comes. Today, all I'm thinking about is doing best performance we can now acoustically, and then tonight doing a good show, and then tomorrow I wake up in Leverkusen, and I have to think, and I hope to do a good show in Leverkusen, and that's kind of all I'm thinking about, really. It's great to be back out here doing shows and to be touring. It's been a long time, too long, in my opinion, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to do this, and then we'll just see what happens. I want to get as many people as possible to hear the music, and then they can make up their own opinion. They can say it's shite, or they can say it's good. Whatever they want. I just like them to at least listen to it and then decide themselves, because you can read reviews and you can know about the history or whatever. You can make your mind up without hearing the music, and I think that sometimes I've had some great reviews. I'm not saying it in that way, but I think it's always best to make your own mind up, and that's what I want to do. I want to play as many concerts as possible over this next year. Next year and a half, really, I want to be out on the road doing various things. I mean, we've got to go to America and the Far East, and and Europe's a very big place, so I've got a lot of Europe to do, and obviously can't forget about the UK as well. So, although that is Europe, I shouldn't say that. That's not right. But there's a lot of work to do, and as long as I'm working, I'm happy.